Aji Deputy CM TR Zilangbra lead kurigina National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited officials logo miligina NH-129A laga 2.8 km stretch project spot verification kurabishide kushe final phase lado 15 days pitode junaidibo officials kanbra assurance diabishide joint action committee kun edu rasta stretch te protest kurigina rasta bond kuri thagishe indefinite blockade to 15 days nimide suspend kuri dishe.
After 15 days, we will be getting your commitment from the higher authority to start the work within these days. Na, sir? Itu meeting, ajila meeting to ekta inconclusive nista moi gitu lage. Kile mane ki kota koilibi NH-129A kandu Delhi te jaina convey kurbo kwase. Koilibi, do you think takan assurance there is 15 days te takan itu dibo paribo nista asna na?
Because ministry directed him not to settle but to submit the report after attending the meeting. So they have listened to the people. So it is a positive report.
On the mic, on the dais rather. So we want some more this thing provision for ensure the safety of the destabilized hills. So accordingly, the consultant will prepare a separate estimate based on the recommendation of the committee. So there will be separate tender for that, I suppose. But the last decision lies with the headquarters. So for my position is concerned, I have cleared it. If you want to have any other question on this too, we can have. And 2.8 kilometer was as a result of the visit of the director technical, and based on his report, the headquarters decided to descope it because they felt that constructing road by cutting hills through this area will destabilize the rock and nature of the stabilized hill. So they don't want to put anything unsafe like. So they have withdrawn those lengths. But since we have seen the site again, I am here for the third time, I don't think it is very impossible to construct the road. It can be viable, but some extra measures have to be taken. For that, we want a separate, exclusive estimate for this entire stretch. We will not rely on the estimate for the rest of the length where we have the minimum protection work. That protection work will not be sufficient enough for this habitated area. To protect the life of the people and enjoy a safe and trouble-free journey, we want some extra precaution to be taken within this habitat area. So accordingly, we will suggest that a separate estimate be prepared for whether the cost rises or not, that is immaterial. Because even if we have 5 to 6 crore saving while descoping the length, that 5-6 crore will not be enough to construct a safe road over this stretch. Moreover, we want 10-meter wide 2-lane with the paved shoulder. Wide our scope is 2-lane with earth and shoulder. So for town portion, 2-lane with the paved shoulder required, as we already discussed with Mr. Ritin. So we will see all those positive things we will put in our report and see good things happen.
Thank you.
I have told earlier that the project is completed. Except the portion project is completed. Not parent portion. Parent portion has been descoped. Descope means it is not within the scope of the contractor anymore. For that, it has to be treated separately. It cannot be accommodated within the contract which has just concluded. It is good for the town also because we will be now coming with some additional provision with safety and all. And the existing contract, only 5-6 crore were left amount. So provision was on that breast wall, and I think Mr. Batra will explain it properly, what provisions were there for safety. Because right now we are very much concerned with the safety issues. Because landslide is happening in almost all the districts of Nagaland. So all the entire slope protection measure up till the possible height, we will ensure that. And apart from that, some additional measures we also take. So that I think your answer, I have given your answer.
An original estimate of this stretch.
Yeah, original estimate what you have seen beyond the 2.88 kilometer. The safety measures which have been taken,
in terms
like
of
a
money,
breast wall.
What was the monetary cost? the estimated cost.
No, you have seen the rest of the road. Apart from Peren portion, you have seen the road. Only those measures were incorporated in the contract. But we don't think that is sufficient.
So are you still facing disagreement over compensation? Would the Deputy CM or anyone from the State Department answer that?
No, we are in constant touch with the Deputy CM sir, and we keep regular meeting. So we will try for the best. I mean, we are not in of the opinion that the road should not be constructed. Some solution has to be arrived at. We will try to convince our people also. So some confusion and misinterpretation is there between the two. But I think that people should cooperate. There is no reason to deny that there is no road in the parent town. But whatever comes in future will come better than what is happening. That will be our suggestion.
Am I to assume that the parent town portion of this project is no longer, it's no longer feasible to be included in the original DPR, right?
That has been excluded. Okay. Excluded for some good reason. Because if you cut high hills here, the destabilization will take place. Landslide will start occurring. Rock falls will start occurring. How to prevent that? Those prevention mechanisms will not in the rest of the length. But now if we prepare the estimate, we will take into account all those things. So if something has happened, it's happened for good. What I mean to say.
Slope protection measures. Since it is a densely populated town area, if we start cutting, it will start falling. So that's the reason. It has been separated and has been taken up separately with all the provisions of safety. Because safety of the public is our prime concern.
Sir, so does that mean this portion of the road will require additional separate fund? If so, how much of fund will be required for this portion?
Yeah, definitely. We have, the headquarters has excluded a 2.8 kilometer parent town. So the saving was only 5-6 crore. In 5-6 crore, I don't think those safety measures with all the features can take place. So the revised estimate will be much more higher than that.
Okay, I would like to put forward a question to our District Assessment Committee, DC sir. Just one thing, was the assessment done with 18 meter uniformly within the stretch, or is it 14 or 16 depending upon the stretch?
Thank you for the question.
Okay, regarding the assessment,
Right.
was the assessment done with 18 meter uniformly within the stretch, or is it 14 or 16 depending upon the stretch?
Right. So just to answer your question, see, for any road project, the land acquisition plan is prepared by NH-129A, by their technical team. And once they give us the land acquisition plan, based on that plan, we acquire the land and hand it over to the NH-129A. So for this entire stretch, somewhere at most of the stretches it is 18 meters, but at few of the locations it was even below that. But right now I cannot exactly tell you how many locations were there like that.
Question to NHIDCL officials. Now coming to this 2.8 kilometer stretch, you're talking about the safety of the public. The assessment has been done 4 times by the District Assessment Committee. So you have still doubt on the District Assessment Committee regarding on the safety of this 2.8 stretch?
See, these are two things. What you are talking about is revenue matters. What we have told is technical matters. You cannot conclude on the basis of the technical requirements are different. They are based on the geographical strata, safety of the road, and other measures. While revenue matters deals with the land acquisition. So as DC Sahib have already told you, it was proposed, the estimate was prepared based on the 18 meter ROW. So that is yet to be approved by the headquarters. The moment decision is taken in that, we are not sticking to 18 meter. What I have told in my over the dais, that even if at some places we need to require additional land also to make the entire hill height safe. So once we destabilize the rocks, there should not be possibility of any rock fall or any landslide or anything of the kind because of the stabilization which we are doing. So in that respect, these two things are different. What we have told is purely in technical in nature. Whatever ROW is required, that will be finalized after the submission of the report. We may require more, we may require less, that is a different issue. So we will send our requisition based on the finalized ROW. Maybe more. I cannot say right now.
As per ROW, within the perimeter of ROW, they have done the assessment. The first assessment, second also. Then third was neutral people sent from Kohima, headed by SC. So that also as per the SOR 2016 at that point of time. But now SOR has been revised in 2021. So as per SOR 2021, state government has prepared the assessment and it has been scrutinized, cross-checked by Land Revenue Department. After their approval, it has gone to NH-129A. So now NH-129A people, they have come back here, they mean to discuss and reconsider what is possible. So from my side also, Union Minister has clearly mentioned that the entire stretch, 2.80, 18 meter should be cut. Blacktopping portion may be 12 meter or 7 meter, but the road should be cut 18 meter. That was the direction given by Minister. But adverse remark given by Director Technical from NH-129A, that has created confusion. So this time, Director Technical was asked to go and attend the meeting, in this meeting. But unfortunately, his tour program was not approved by Secretary MORTH because of ongoing parliament session. That's why he could not come, and he has delegated RTC ED headquarters. So let's hope that the differences can be hammered out. Let us not be rigid to our point, and let NH-129A also should not be rigid to their point. They want to blacktop the existing road and leave. That people will never allow. So there has to be, we have to intersect at a compromise point. Today will not be the end, but further discussion will take place. And that Director Technical also assured us that he will come after 28th of this month. So let us see that a formula can be worked out for the benefit of everybody.
Okay, last question to NH-129A officials. Now we are talking about the possibilities and the compromise to work out. So how long we have to wait again for this 2.8 kilometer stretch to resume the work? How long?
No definite timeline can be given as on date, but we'll try to resolve the issue as soon as possible. I have come to the ground to know the feeling of the public. Once I'll convey to my higher authorities, and my feedback will always be positive. We'll try to resolve it at the earliest. But at this stage, I cannot give you a time frame.
Can we expect this year?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. It should, the construction should start this year.
Sir, last question. After today's meeting, can we expect that the blockades will be open?
I can listen.
Now, because of blockades at the Purki Bridge, we are all here today. The Purki Bridge, the blockades is done. So, can we expect that after today's meeting, can we expect that the blockades will be open?
So, before we close, I would just like to share a couple of inputs, which hopefully will also address some queries raised by some of the earliest news persons who had raised a couple of queries. What were the reasons for the delay? I think we have made it very clear that a couple of reasons why the delay happened was because there were queries after queries upon the damage assessments made by the state government. So the state government had to carry out 4 damage assessment exercises, which is a very unique case, which hardly happens in any other exercise. So I think one of the predominant reasons why there has been delay is because we have had to exercise 4 damage assessment exercises, and damage assessment itself is a very big exercise. That is one of the primary reasons why there has been delay. Every time damage assessment is made, we send to NH-129A. They scrutinize, examine and give their approvals or disapprovals. The last assessment report, which is the fourth damage assessment report, is yet to be conveyed to the state government whether it is approved or not approved. So in our conversations with the NH-129A, we have made it very clear to them two things. One, the commitment given by the Honorable Union Minister, MORTH, has to be adhered to, but subject to technical feasibility. If there is any stretch along the town portion, where it is not technically feasible, then that is up to the technical committee and the technical teams to suggest that this particular portion is not feasible technically. Wherever it is feasible, it has to be as per the specification, as per the original DPR. The state government has made it very clear to NH-129A, and I am very sure that this message they will take back to their headquarters. So I am very hopeful that with the kind of response and the reaction that the public of Peren town has given today, I am very sure NH-129A will come back with a very positive report. And on that note, if there is no other queries, I think we will close this meeting. Thank you, everyone.
At this stage, it's not possible to give a timeline on this thing, but I will put it in a positive manner when I reach Delhi, because I am not authorized to take the decision. This decision is to be taken by the higher authorities. I'll definitely put in my positive word and try to get it resolved at the earliest. This is what I can say.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We know you are seriously taking up this matter, but since the public are frustrated now, this is not an incident or issue of 1 month, 2 months. 3 years is too much for us. We can't control our public also. Last time also they said that they will burn all the vehicles, NH-129A vehicles or the truck flying through the interstate, but we control them, say. But if we didn't give any assurance, how can we convey your message or message to this meeting? So you don't get any positive response. Like, sir, you are delegate as a representing technical director, but so you are going back to Delhi tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So at least you can assure us that after 2 days, you can give written assurance like that. No, you can't give, I know. But at least that assurance we need at this hour, at this moment. So what do you say regarding this, GM, sir?
Sir, the ED sir has said that the considered opinion will be taken in Delhi. We will have to wait for that.
I request people have waited for so long, so please wait for another few days. I will try to resolve. I have to convince my bosses in Delhi. Because if I was authorized to take a decision, I have taken the decision now itself. But it was since this is a thing involving official procedure, I will definitely hear this thing and try to get it resolved at the earliest. And you have waited for so long, people, so let's wait for another maybe a few days. We'll just see what can be done. Because from my side, I'll definitely put a positive impact saying that it's required. And we'll try to start a work for this portion very soon. Maybe we have to, as GM ED Saab has told, we have to go for a fresh tender because the amount earmarked for this portion is only 4-5 crores. उसमें तो आपका जो जितना slow production तो बनेगा नहीं, है ना? So we have to get it finalized, call bids, but definitely we'll try to start a work at the earliest. It is a special as a special portion, unlike the other portion which is all built.
Okay. Lastly, our demand is that at least you should give assurance, give time period. We are not asking for 1-2 days, but at least 1 month or 1 week will do. Within 1 week, you can convey to your higher authority, and then you can give back the message to us. So, within 1 week, shall we agree with that? So, what do we say, sir?
Sir, I just forgot to ask one question, but I personally just want to take one question from you. I just want to know the assessment file. Where is it now? Is it in the center or is it in the state?
It's in the center. It's in the center. And we will try, based on the feedback of this, we'll try to resolve it. Because whatever happens for the good. It was descope just to make it a better highway. It was different. Other roads, there were not much buildings were there. There are so many structures, so many damage. So we want to ensure the safety of the people. That's the reason we have to do it.
I've been informed that, if I'm not mistaken, I've been informed that the assessment file which has been sent is in the center, but it doesn't reach the Union Minister Road Transport and Highways.
I think the file is not meant to go up to the level of Union Minister. The decision has to be taken at the top level of NHIDCL. So there's no need for it. But we'll resolve it. Yeah.
So, like you have mentioned before, 15 days, you have given 15 days assurance. In 15 days, you'll be giving the commitment, or giving the result of this meeting.
We'll try to send a communication from duly approved by headquarters, because I am not authorized. Okay. I am not authorized. Once the things are, boss has said Delhi headquarters, we'll examine everything and we'll get it. But whatever happens for the good, we'll try to resolve it regardless.
So, what is your takeaway in today's meeting? Because you have been keeping physical safety of this 2.8 stress. So, what is your takeaway in this meeting? Is it positive, or how is it?
Yes, it's definitely positive. Definitely positive. We want to start a new work regardless.
So, after 15 days, we will be getting your commitment from the higher authority to start the work within these days, na, sir? Okay, sir. Ekta duita question. Aji laga meeting. GTPL koise apni state laga position to kine ka ase. Hoile bi as legislator, Peren constituency laga. Itu meeting aji la meeting to ekta inconclusive nista moi gitu lage. Kile mane ki kota hoile bi NH-129A gandu Delhi de jaina convey kurbo ko ase. Hoile bi, do you think tagan assurance dia nisna 15 days te tagan itu dibo paribo nisna asna nai? Aro apni la side fale prabi ki convey kurule mona ase?
Possible, not possible. 15 days they tie reply dibo kase. I think that should be possible. Aro yate kun jaga te challenge, kun portion de katile danger ase. Itu they can identify korigena. They'll come back. They'll come back to the people. Because minister directed him not to settle, but to submit the report after attending the meeting. So they have listened to the people. So it to tai ami babna to tai positive report dibo. So positive report dire minister will consider. So I think he was delegated by NHIDCL headquarters. So he said that he'll give positive report.
So from the state government side to fully endorse us now to 2.8 kilometers.
So state government side, we have done everything from our side. Only NHIDCL will revisit where it is not possible. And they'll tell us where it is not possible. So we have to compromise also. Not sticking to our gun, 18 meter or 24 meter. So compromise formula will be worked out. I think it will be worked out. Because minister has directed to go and talk to the people and come back with the report. So I think he will go back and submit the report with positivity.
Acha, CSOs ka lo tipe mon ektar kota kurle mun ase. Okay, anyway, ita meeting to kotom boise aro yate ex Peren village council la ex chairman bi ase tagan itu action committee joint action committee laga tagan member bi ase. To aji tu meeting NHIDCL state government deputy chief minister logo aji amna meeting kurise. Hoilbi itia apni gan itu national highway 129 Tupuki bridge border te itia apni gan blockage kurina ase. Apni aji laga meeting positive asna nai aro itu blockage bi continue kuruna jawle asna na kinika ase.
Nai amokan taikan aji technical director aibole na paringna technical director on behalf the ED headquarters ke patai ji se to amokan mangia se कि अपनी कन एश्योरेंस दिबले पारिउ ना पेरेंट टाउन ला रिमेनिंग पोर्शन कम करिवो कोले तो तैकन दिबले ना पारे को तो ना दिबले ना पारेले इतु निमिते मकन बान कुरे से मन तो कुरी गना तक जाय ताकिबो बोले भी तैकन इतिया तैकन लगा हायर अथॉरिटी भी आसे तो इतिया कोबले ना पारे होले भी तैकन के जायगना आजिला मीटिंग कन्वे करेगिना एट द अर्लीस्ट कुरी दिबो को आसे तैकन को तो 15 days within 15 days ते कुरी दिबो कोन एश्योरेंस दिना जा आसे आजि तो within 15 days kurible para na koile amokan to intensify kuriu bantu itu pra itu banla to guarantee nai rasta na patak amokan kuribo bypass la kisa ko bi 100 साल पीछे भी तगन bypass kur na paribo highway भी जावले ना paribo NH-129 to amona diman hisab te Peren town te jana hai koile amokan to Peren town te 1 NH-129A to cross kurli na dibo iman tak bi amongan kuribo
one itia 15 days period to dia ase to itu 15 days to mane ban to continue kuri taibo itat 15 days tak
নাই তাই kan public kan pressure dia nis na request kure ase itu alop suspend te lagai bi kile mane amongan 15 days mujote itu fasla sapa kuri dibo to তাই kan ini assurance dia nis na amongan bi suspend te lagai dibo itia to bole 15 days te kuri bole para na kole sob dunia janibi amogan ki kuribo amogan kusi kuribo intensify kuribo itu ase
mane indefinite bandu ajibra suspend kuri dibo mane
we 15 days nimite amogan rukibo itu ase
thank you to itia mogan aji deputy chief minister TR Jeliang aro NHIDCL laga officials logo miligena aji ate CSOs kan logo tibi meeting kurigena itia kotom hoi jaise to agere apni gan itia hunia nisna NHIDCL kan hoilibi aji tan spot verification tagan yate ground te aigena tan spot verification kurise aro itu main concern to tagan itu safety public safety nimite safety parameter laga he tagan saigena itu tagan itia Delhi re jaina tagan laga boss logote kota kurigena within 15 days te tagan itu reply dibo hoigena aji meeting laga meeting conclusion to inikahe jayase aro itia mugan joint action committee itia national highway 29A Tipuki bridge border de indefinite ban kurigina takatu ajibra takan suspend kuridigina NHIDCL bra 15 days takan ke time dibi kwanisna within 50 ajibra suspend kurina 15 days rukigina tare positive response dianai kore takala indefinite ban do aro pichite takan itu ban do aro continue kurigina rasta takan commitment dia khwai sabte nakruise gole takan aro tagalaga bandu age loi jawole koi ase aro itia ekta ajilaga meeting pra janibo paratu itia deputy chief minister pra age de koi dianisna state government laga side fale tu ekdom clear cut hoigina itia NHIDCL pra ki kurubu lage tagan laga opportunity hobo koigina ajilaga meeting tu itu conclude hoina itia kotom hoise inika khobor aro update kuri takibo moi adonari with camera person Johnson for HornbillTV Peren.